Hey guys, it is your girl Kiki Black, and I am doing my 34-week pregnant update. So today's Tuesday, Wednesday, in 2 days I'll be 35 weeks, but a lot has happened since I spoke to you guys last. So we just got back to Panama. Well, not just now. We've been back in Panama now a few days. We just moved into our new place. As you can see, it is an amazing view. I'm loving it. We have our baby room slash work room. Micah's kind of working in there now that we're getting set up, and of course, like during the day we'll probably like all be going through the house and stuff. So getting all of that stuff set up. Woo, I don't even know where to start. First off, listen, I know, I need a haircut. I got a baby in me. Let me show y'all the baby bump because it has gotten bigger. So I'm like, listen, I am now pregnant, 34 weeks. So even if I'm not glitz and glam, it is what it is. Do you hear me? So I wanted to share with you guys, because like I said, there's so much. I'm gonna try to like fit everything in this video, but I may need to do separate ones. 34 weeks physically. All right, physically I have gotten huge, and I feel like I've been growing so fast in a short amount of time. Not last night, but the night before that, I was like, am I going in labor? I had so much pain, so much pressure. Baby Lobo was like doing the most. I can feel him kicking and stretching. Like, I made this reel, this short if you're on YouTube, about how he was probably doing in my stomach, because it was like he was going crazy. I was having contractions, which they're saying Braxton Hicks contractions, but when they talk about Braxton Hicks contractions, they always say that there's no pain associated with it. This hurt, okay? Like, obviously I wasn't in labor, I'm here now, it's fine. But if Braxton Hicks is not supposed to hurt, either I was having something else going on or somebody lying, because it absolutely does hurt. It's a bunch of pressure, very painful, very uncomfortable. And it was all night. Like, it started off a little bit. I think, hope this is not TMI, but for another mother out there, another mother to be, it may help. I think it may have been stimulated a little bit more, because me and Micah were intimate, so maybe that kind of like pushed it a little bit further along, even after I was already kind of feeling the pressure or whatnot. I hear like towards the later part of your pregnancy that can kind of be good for your body to go ahead and get your labor process and your body started. So I don't know if that kind of made it more intense, but after that it was definitely intense, and all through the morning. So I ended up finally getting a little bit of sleep. He went and got the sound bowl and started playing the sound bowl by my stomach. It calmed baby Lobo down, calmed me down, and we all ended up kind of like falling asleep, which was great. But like, that was the only thing that kind of subsided all of the craziness that was happening. I knew that I wasn't in labor because the contractions weren't like escalating, becoming more intense and more frequent. But it did hurt. It was pain. And it was like, I had the question, but I knew I wasn't in labor yet. It was just pretty intense, and I was like, dang, if this ain't even labor, then woo, wow. So another part, mentally, it has been interesting. So when we first got back to Panama, Micah did a 15-day water fast. So water fast, meaning he only had water, no food, and he does this for spiritual reasons. A lot of people can do water fast for physical reasons, or other reasoning as well. If you have not stayed in, been keeping up with the reviews for the water fast with him on his page as well as mine, make sure you go back and watch them. We were fasting prior to being pregnant. We were fasting 1 day only water every single week, and then I did complete a few, I think three-day water fasts. Excuse me, as soon as I was about to do my 5-day water fast, I found out I was pregnant. So of course the fasting had to stop completely. You definitely want to make sure that the baby's getting enough food and everything. But he's been going on. He did the 3, 5, 7, a 9, and a 15 day. So that one was interesting because he was like, he was not here. It was like a corpse of a body walking around, like, you know, the, hey, help me with this, rub my feet. Like, none of that wasn't happening. But I try my best to be very understanding because for one, if somebody's taking a spiritual journey and it's your partner, you have to be respectful of it. And I just wanted to make sure that I could support the best way I could, and just asking him questions and not, you know, obviously if I just needed something, I would ask, but I tried to just kind of handle everything myself. And then as far as like having a tension infection and all of that, and like, oh, you didn't rub my stomach and stuff like that, I just put the cocoa butter on myself and get it done. But I say all of that to say it is definitely refreshing to have him back. And hold on, because he's actually calling me right now, so I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I'm back. He was talking about a store and I needed him to grab a couple of things. But anyway, so he's back. You know, I get the calls now like, hey, do you need anything from the store and things like that. So it's great. He has been extremely helpful coming back. You know, it took a little second, a couple of days. I enjoy cooking, but the like prep of the food sometimes is annoying, and then of course washing the dishes and stuff is annoying. But even in third trimester, I've been super tired, but I have been cooking my butt off. I'm telling you, like oxtails. I made the what is it, the zuppa Toscani soup, the one that they have at Olive Garden with the sausage and potatoes and stuff. He loves soup, so all kind of soups, tomato soups, different pastas, yeah, breakfast, all of it. Your girl has been going in. But it has been so amazing to have his help and support in that, like, hey, you know, I'll peel the potatoes for you, or hey, like, you cooked, so I'm washing the dishes. Like, all of those things has been absolutely amazing. So shout out to my man and for helping me with that, because it definitely makes a difference. And you know, when you enjoy things like cooking and stuff like that, it makes you continue to be able to enjoy it and want to do it more when you have the help and the support. So I'm super grateful to have a supportive partner, to have him back from the universe, from God, because it's definitely helping me, and just with our chemistry and things like that too. Crossing my fingers and toes that it's gonna be like that plus more, and even better when baby Lobo gets here too. But that has been definitely a win from getting him back. The new place, the fast, let's see what else. Okay, so y'all, all right, so I'm going a little bit personal now, talking about the brand, right? The Feminine and Fit brand. I was having a whole identity crisis and I didn't even realize it, right? So my brand, my femininity and fitness brand has always been me. And some people advise you against it. They're like, hey, make your brand separate from you, da, da, da. But that's how it started, and it's transformed over the years as I transformed. So you know, was a married woman, a stepmom, all of those things. Then I transitioned to being single, living life, traveling, doing those things. And now I live in Central America, starting a family, and having a baby. So it's like, it's transformed all these times already. But this time is intense because it's like, I'm a whole mom now. Like, Lobo isn't here, but like, this thing right here, man, like, this is real life. This is real life, you know? And I was a little bit confused because I'm like, you know, I have this brand that helps women improve the health of their mind, body, and spirit through femininity and principles of femininity and principles of fitness. But it was like, I felt like when I was doing my content and advertising and things like that, it seemed like it was all like mommy stuff or pregnancy stuff. And I'm like, like, for me, I'm thinking like, okay, single woman traveling the world, wants to, improve her femininity. Maybe she has the desire to be in a relationship or to be married, or, she's just trying to enjoy life and not be trifling. Because some people enjoying life, but they doing some trifling, some little funny stuff. Doing a little thing strange for a little bit of change. And feminine fit is the complete opposite of that. But, definitely living the lifestyle, living the life. And I'm like, if that was me, I wouldn't look at pregnant Kiki and be like, oh, like, I want to be a part of that. And I was talking to Teresa from Automate Your Hustle. So shout out to Automate Your Hustle. Woo, woo. Teresa and Marquise, phenomenal people, phenomenal couple. And I was telling her, she was like, well, who is your avatar? Like, who is your target person? And I was telling her that I had two. I'm like, okay, well, I have this one and this one. And she was like, no, baby, like, you too broad, you're doing too much. You gotta focus in, like. And I'm like, well, no, because, it's like this one, but now I'm pregnant. And like, I was trying to explain to her and like, I was trying to still cater to everyone. And she had a real life conversation with me. Excuse me. And then she went back and talked to Marquise, and they were texting back and forth for a while. And it was like, you're a mom. You are an expecting mom. And that's who you need to cater to. You have to cater to who you are. Right now, you have advice and input and things to help new moms and to help people who are currently pregnant. Like, focus in on that. And I talked to Micah about it, and he was like, you want me to be honest? And I'm like, yes, baby, be honest. And he's like, it seems like you're running from yourself. He was like, you were the it girl. You were the it girl, that's what it was. And he was like, I hate to put it like this, but the it girl doesn't have kids. He was like, you can be a it mom, you can be an amazing mom, you can be whatever, but this is no longer the person who you are, and that's okay. And I'm like over here like, wait, I'm not the it girl anymore. But I want to be the it girl, And like between the two of them, between Micah and between Teresa, and really Marquise too, because he always is like coming through. And I was like, wow, like my identity has shifted, my brand is shifting. Do I still offer programs for these other people, maybe more experienced moms, and maybe they have grown kids and all of that? Do I offer programs for them? Yeah, it's there. They can definitely be a part of Feminine Fit. Do I offer programs for those single young girls, maybe fresh out of college, wanting to travel the world, all of those things? Yeah, I still have programs for that. They can still be a part of Feminine Fit. But right now, my focus and my target is moms, like new moms, people who are currently pregnant, and like everything that I'm doing, everything that I'm studying is showing that. I have a few certifications for prenatal fitness as well as yoga, but to go through it and to experience it and to live it is a whole nother story. Just like I was telling y'all with the Braxton Hicks. Everything's telling me the Braxton Hicks is not supposed to hurt. And that ish hurts. Do you hear me? Like, it hurts. So to study and to learn is one thing, but to experience is another. Same thing with my working out. Like, second trimester was awesome. Going right in the beginning of third trimester, working out, still in the gym, even hitting my weights is awesome. I had a few weeks recently where I was like, I can barely walk to the bathroom. I feel like this baby is going to break through my pelvis, shatter all of my bones, and land on the floor. Like, it's just not happening, right? And so I think that pays for me to have those experiences. So as I'm continuing to shape and tweak my programs, if somebody's coming to me and they're like, hey, Kiki, I just ain't got it in me, I'm like, okay, sis, I got you. This is what we need to do. this is our plan. All right, so let's go through these stretches to make sure this is gonna give you some relief here, here, here. Now I have the experience. And even in becoming a mom, like I told you guys, I like to cook. I'm super excited. You know, obviously he'll be breastfeeding initially, but at 6 months, ooh, get in there with the baby recipes. And so I'm just getting all of that stuff just compiled to continue to add to the program and to add more value. And just having that realization that I am changing and that's okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. The it girl, he was like, people say that stuff all the time. The it girl is this. If you got kids, you're not the it girl. And I'm like, yes I am. But yes I am. And it's like, no, that's not how it works. Like, you can say it all you want to, you can believe, or you know, and a lot of times we're like, oh, well, you know, we can be who we are. Or like even the whole body positive movement, right? I love me the way I am, and a man can't tell me that. Like, it's not that deep. It is what it is. It doesn't mean that you're less than. It doesn't mean that you're not great. It doesn't mean that you're not sexy or any of those things. It just means that this particular thing isn't you anymore. And so I am focusing in on being an it mom. I'm focusing in on, after I push this baby out, getting back to my old self. Of course, you know, taking your time and doing it safely. But I'm not one of those people keep saying, you know, take your time, spend time with your baby, and you know, you gotta do what's best for you and rest and rest and rest. Guess what? It makes me feel good mentally and spiritually to look good. So as soon as I get released, I'm gonna be working out. Like, I understand that I don't have anything to prove to anybody as far as bouncing back or anything like that, but I wanna bounce back. I want it to be like, what? She had the baby yesterday? Like, I want it to be like that, right? And again, of course, doing things safely, but we want to feel, everybody wants to feel sexy, they want to feel attractive. And I understand I'm carrying a baby right now. I still find myself sexy and attractive. I'm just not it girl sexy attractive right now. But still going through those things. And as I'm going through, I'm documenting them and making sure that I can implement them in the program even more for the mental and the spiritual processes that can help through the journey of having a baby, before, during, and after, right? So, hey, you know, I want to have a child, but I don't think it's possible. And then just, you know, throwing it out completely and then be like, oh, wow, now I'm pregnant. And the processes that you go through mentally and spiritually while pregnant, and physically too. Like, physical is a whole thing in itself, but to go in on other areas I think is important. And then after you have the baby, the recovery, the mental, you know, hey, my stomach is big now, but there's not a baby in there. Even though I just had it, you know, it's more accepted if it's like, oh, she's pregnant, versus having a big belly that still looks pregnant and you're not pregnant no more. So being able to document my personal experiences and then add that to the program so that I can be able to share and have those conversations as the ladies are coming in. And I'm also excited about having my tribe. There's lots of ladies that I've been communicating with on social media, and they're currently pregnant, or some that just had babies, but being able to connect with them. And then we're going through our process together, like, hey, like, let's get it in, you know? Hey, you know, I'm having this pain. Are you feeling this? Are you feeling that? Being able to share positive energy and thoughts for where we currently are. And I make it my business to check in on them, like, how are you doing mentally, spiritually, emotionally? Everybody that's a part of Feminine and Fit, I do that with them anyway. But for the young ladies who maybe aren't a part of it yet, and I talk to them, if we've made some kind of communication and we're talking and we're both about to be mommies, we're both about to have a baby, why not make an effort to say, hey, how are you doing mentally, spiritually, emotionally? And then having them communicate, and then I'm finding that they come back and check in on me like, girl, I saw you thought you was in labor. I thought I was in labor too. You know, I'm being able to have those conversations. So it's awesome. But, whew, I'm tired. I feel like I just ran 5 miles talking to y'all. So, that's it. That's it, okay? Because I can't breathe and I'm ready to eat again. But all is well, and I'll keep you guys updated because 35 weeks on Thursday, baby Lobo will be here any moment now. I'm gonna have a whole human. That's crazy. That's real crazy.